We are called to remove worldly influences from our lives. In 1 John chapter 2, verse 15 and 16, it teaches us that worldly desires are incompatible with love for God. The two cannot exist together. It says, do not love the world or the things in the world. If anyone loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life is not of the Father, but this is of the world. So if certain relationships are leading you into worldly values that oppose God's ways, this verse encourages separating ourselves from those influences to remain fully committed to the relationship we have with the Father. Likewise, Ephesians chapter 5, verse 11 encourages believers to distance themselves from sinful behaviors and those who engage in them. It says, and have no fellowship with unfruitful works of darkness, but rather expose them. So by removing ourselves from situations or people involved in darkness, we protect our spiritual integrity and can live as light in the world. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 10 warns, it says, my son, if sinners entice you, do not consent. So sometimes removing people from our lives is necessary to avoid being pulled into the sinful actions and harmful patterns that they're living. Protecting our spiritual integrity means distancing ourselves from these negative influences. In Galatians chapter 5, verse 19 through 21, Paul lists behaviors that are incompatible with the fruits of the Spirit. He goes on with these long things, and so lewdness, idolatry, sorcery, hatred, jealousy, burst of wrath and heresies, murders, all of these, drunkenness. And so people in your life, if they're constantly exhibiting these traits, distancing yourself is necessary for spiritual health. Removing toxic individuals who display such behaviors can help you walk according to the Spirit within your own life. You should always choose actions that make you sensitive, meaning uncomfortable around these behaviors, not desensitized and therefore numb to them. In Psalm chapter 1, verse 1, the psalmist teaches that those who avoid the company of sinners and mockers will be blessed. It says, blessed is the man who walks not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor stands in the paths of sinners, nor sits in the seats of the scornful. So it encourages us to remove ourselves from environments and relationships that lead us away from God's truth and righteousness. So if someone in your life is consistently engaging in these harmful behaviors, it may be time to remove them so that their negative influence cannot impact your walk with God.